Welcome to Pocket Woman Lockpicking and Locksport. How's everyone going? We've got some people in chat already. That's good to see the early comers. Welcome. So see if I can get this mouse to cooperate. Got Elijah, GT Man, Tipper, Chris Capoon, he's off to film the ramble. Nick's Picks, g'day. McDonald Paul, welcome in. Tiwanaku Metal, g'day. DIY DM, welcome. How's it all going? Just grab some picks, grab some locks. Well, we've got locks. We need picks. What's locks without picks? A lock you can't pick, really. So, crack open some picks. Get some picking started. Alright, received some packages. G'day Tequila Dave, welcome. Scored some packages. One's from J Gabrielle. Hey, it's awesome. I don't know what's inside just yet. Got a fair idea of some of the contents, but you know what Jay's like. He likes to throw in some surprises. But the package is awesome. It is huge. It's a big box. And we've also got a package from John Holistic. That'd be the Aussie Challenge lock. Yes, we like packages. But we're going to do a picking. What are we going to start picking? How about we warm up with my new favourite warm-up lock, which is this gorgeous 83. It's the 58292. This lighting's pretty. C-Series Avis 582 292. Wetter. G'day Dana Reed. Hey sis, you're out of the drink. How's it going? Good to see you in it alive. This is a beautiful 6-pinner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make that a 5-pinner. Okay. Brand new lock from LPD. It's a fun, nice little warm-up starter. You get the fingers nimble, ready to go. Let's see if we can move this out of my way. Let's put it up there so it's out of my way. There we go. And it just falls down again. Oh, lovely. Don't you love camera setups? Okay, come on. Cooperate and get out of my picking zone. Chris, yes, it's actually Dana Reed. You keep calling her out on live streams and she's not actually there. You trick us. We know she's out canoeing. But she's actually alive in the chat. How about that? Unbelievable. But I believe it. We're seeing it to believe it. And we're seeing it. And what's a pick without a tension wrench? Well, it's a pick that's not going to get to pick much. G'day. That looks like Korean. I can't read that name. In Aussie lingo. You'll have to tell me what your name is. Nick, you're buffering. That's just that's a buffer pain, isn't it? DIY dynamic. So you know who it is. It's dynamic. Fair enough. So I thought I'd do a live stream. It's 8:30 my time on a Saturday. What time of the day is it for you? Dana says, I don't think I'll make it to a Saturday morning live. I might be going on a float on the Yellow River with my sister's campsite crew. Oh, that sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah, do it for sure. I'll send them my regards on your behalf. Send them your regards on my behalf. No, send them your regards. Yeah. However way that's supposed to be said, I'll tell them you say g'day. As if I'm awake. I'm hoping to be awake. I've been awake since 3 o'clock this morning. Took my nephew to the airport. He's off to go see his grandmother, my mother, up in Queensland. His mum's already out there. I dropped him off at the airport this morning. Got to spend some auntie-nephew time together before he flew off into the dark because the sun hadn't come up yet. But on the way back, I was able to do an awesome explore at a beachside mansion, and that explore's just for Parky. I'll upload that in the morning, which will be my morning, your mid-morning, I guess. G'day Zeph, g'day Lockheed. So it's 6 a.m. In Wisconsin. Oh, it's early. No wonder I've caught you at home. It's 8:10 in Dynamics. What country are you in, Dynamic? It's 1:10 in the afternoon in Europe. That's how come I've got you awake, Lockheed. That's awesome. 12:09 in the UK. 12 p.m. in the UK, where Tequila Dave is. 6 a.m. where DM is. Okay. Cool, so it's actually a decent time for people, apart from those that are up at 6. And Lockie says, who says I'm awake? Yeah, just guessing, mate. You're going to be more awake than I am at the moment. 10 minutes to go to the live. My wife says, wake up! I'd fallen asleep in the middle of watching a video. I've had a very long day. I set this live 2 hours ago thinking, oh yeah, I'm still kicking. I'm good. I can do this. I plan to do it. Yeah, I'll be awake. I'm good. And then 10 minutes before it chooses to start, I fall asleep. It's just the way it is. Nick, mate, now you're talking. Yeah, this would be a good time for a leave a special, methinks. If you want to jump on stream, mate, I can send you a link. We could do a leave a lock tutorial right here, right now. I can actually learn how it is done. Learn why I can't pick a little 220, why I can't even pick my lever cabinet locks. I've got the tool. I just don't have the skill. I've also got the materials to make some lever lock kits. To kill days watching the Olympics is exhausting. Oh, isn't it, mate? No wonder you feel naked. You haven't had so much exercise for years. Oh, I know what you mean. I haven't had a chance to watch much. Grabbed some of the highlights the other day when I went to the in-laws. They've got they can get it on their telly. We can't actually get it on our telly here because we only can get 2 TV stations, and one of them isn't the one that the Olympics is on. It's because we've got a useless aerial in the roof. And yes, I've been in the roof. I've spent an hour up there adjusting it, and the most we could get was 2 TV stations. So Dana's used to getting up early for work, so they're awake even when they want to be asleep. Okay, that's our first open. Fingers are limbered up. Okay, let's move this camera out my way some more. So, don't attack the light on the way down. Oh, I've got cables everywhere. Pull that cable out the way before I rip it out the wall is always good. Okay, let's pick another lock. Let's get the leashy out. Woohoo indeed. Nick says, yes, now you're awake. Now's not a good time, but we should definitely plan it so I can be prepared. Maybe even make some wires live. Yes, Nick, making wires live. So we need to find a time where you're awake, I'm awake, Lady Lox is awake, so that we can all get together and get these lever locks picked and get the tools made and get it so we know what we are doing with some lever locks. Would be good. Is this a 6-pinner? It looks like a 6-pinner. So with the memorial lock for Parky, it's the 40 millimeters, which is this one. I showed you on Locksport Weekly with Lady Lox yesterday, day before, I don't know. Days are rolling into one. Got no idea what day it is. We can't get brass shackles for them. So the 45 millimeter ones we can. So we're going to upgrade to the 45 millimeter ones, and we're going to get ourselves 4 brass shackles with them. So more brass, the better. Awesome, Nick. We need to coordinate this. That would be good. So I'll just scroll back. What time did you say it was where you were? Let's scroll back. Scrolling back. Scrolling and scrolling. Nick, PM. Okay. Late PM? Early PM? And you're still in the past, aren't you? So you're still Friday. It's Friday there for everyone. So I thought I'd do a live stream at a decent hour, not too late, not too early, for some Aussies to jump on, because the Aussies usually miss out on the streams unless you're an insomniac like me, because it's not on at their time. It's too early in the morning. So I think Saturday Morning Live is on, I think it's 1:30 a.m. or 3:30 a.m. Not too sure. I'd have to check when it's on. And the picking time's on like 5 a.m. 5:30 in the morning. Sometimes it's on 4:30, depends on daylight savings and changes and stuff. So it's pretty early in the morning for the Aussie. So this lock has all standards, and even with a leashy, I can't keep all standards. Well, I can. I've just started, but really does not give you the feedback you really want, like schools do. It's Hainu. Okay, it's lunchtime. So we'd have to do it on like a weekend for you, so you're not at work at lunchtime. And not sure what time in the morning it would be for Ladylocks right now, but it's fairly early, but 6 o'clock in the morning for Dana. Wonder what time in the morning it was for Chris. What did he? Hey, Kitty Ann says hi to everyone. She has settled into Dana's arms and is watching with you. Awesome. Nice ear rubs. So Nick thinks Ladylocks is 5 hours behind. Okay, so that is a reasonable time. So this time would suit everyone if it was a day when you're not working. So today would be Friday for you, which would be a work day. I don't know, do you work? Are you retired? Let's find out. Still scrolling. Tell me about the background music. Is it too loud? Is it too low? Is it annoying? What's the go with that? Because it sounds quite loud where I am. Do I need to adjust it? Even scrolling, I can't find messages. Well, let's just keep picking. So next retired. So okay, we don't have to worry about it being a work day. Just a day when you don't have other commitments on. Yep, we can make that happen. So this Lucia, the reason why it's so shiny is because I sanded it because it was getting all these marks on it. And I tried to clean it and it just left even worse marks. So I thought I would sand it with a fine sandpaper to clear off all this discoloration. But then it's just made more discoloration. So I don't know. Does anyone know how to clean your Lishy Picks so we don't get this discoloration when the metal rubs against the metal? I've seen the new the finger protectors that they've got to put over a Lishy Picks now. Goes over the handle so you don't get stabbing in the thumb. The board lock picker did a video on them. He's got quite a few colours. They're coming out in even more colours. So I guess they would be 3D printed. I wonder if they would need feedback. But I guess with Lishy Picks, all your feedback is coming through the pick. I reckon most of it would be. This is getting mushy. This lock's never been hit. So I got to ask Ladylocks what tips she learnt when she did that Lishy tutorial live stream with Lockpicking Legend and a Lishy Legend. LPD, g'day mate. I picked the beautiful little beastie as my warm-up lock. And the trick was that she came away with was that if You pick it and it just bounces back up to one spot. Then you've got it set. If it doesn't, if it's springy, goes up more, then you know you haven't got that set. So I guess that's how you could tell with standards, but according to that method. I've got more of them to pick. I should have looked at the key. The key is always a good indicator of what you've got to do. Oh, you got some really high lifts at the end there. So we might have to reset. Now we've got the high lifts up the back here. That didn't really reset. Let's do a reset like that. Binder. There's a binder on 5. We know that's a high one, so up you go. Let's do it in set. Give it some more tension. Well, that's sort of set to there. Not really an indicator of how high that lift was, though. Feeling quite different. And out of all these brass locks in front of me, I've managed to pick one. It's because they've all got standard pins. All those 245s have got long, skinny Lockwood spools or mushroom pins. Yeah, it feels weird, feels mushy. But that should be a really high lift. Like that one's, according to the key, 5 is right up there into the ceiling. So that has got to be more of a lift than what it's saying it is on 4. So you've got to go up higher. Okay, just went to 3. Keep going because we know you're going to be a 1 or a 0. Alright, now you're on a 0. Okay, maybe that was stuck halfway in the chamber and that's why it wasn't picking. That one's not doing nothing. 4 is up there as well. 3 is there. 2 is still springy. Give it a bit more tension, see what it wants to do. 1, click. Oh, well that just crunched and blocked everything. That's weird. Oh, I wonder below. It's an overset trap. Oh, okay. Alright. Try that all again. 1's an overset trap. That's 3. 3 binding. Didn't feel like it set. There was no click, no nothing, but felt weird. 4's going nowhere. 5 feels like it's going nowhere too, but we'll just give it a whack up there. 6 feels like it doesn't even have a spring in it. So 1, no, is an overset trap. Let's not clutch that again. 2 springy. 3 is definitely set. 4, nothing. Crank the tension. Okay, 5 goes to there. We know it needs to go all the way down. Okay, so far it's just there. Keep going. 5. Keep climbing that chamber. Up you go. Dana's got all issues and only been able to pick one master. Oh, that sucks. Tequila Dave says the Yale issue Type 1 fits quite a few euros with the Y1 keyway. Oh, I was wondering about that. Wouldn't mind getting the Yale. So, because we've got quite a few Y1 keyway kind of locks. It seems to be quite a popular keyway as far as paracentric keyways go. Dana Reed has to be like that. She's probably attending the needs of the kitty cat. 3, what are you doing? You just useful set. 4, yes, doing nothing. I would be very surprised if I could get an open on this. This is feeling weird when you pick it by hand. Okay, 6 is down to 0. 5 has gone back up to halfway. You know it has to go to 1 or a 0. Okay, it's down there now. 4, there's this. Must have really weak springs, I reckon. 3 is there. 2 is. What are you doing? Nothing. 1. Nothing. It'd be good if I could remember the keys. Okay, nothing. Just zooming along. Fine with the leashy. Trying to understand the feedback, but just it's also muted. Tequila Dave says, get one with the angled pick though, not a cheap Chinese one. What do you mean by angled pick? Do you mean the tip of the pick? Like this tip is angled in some way? This one is straight up and down on the lockwood. Is that what you're meaning? It's got an angled tip there or angled tip here? So on the leashy or on the pick? Which tip you meaning? Alright, let's take a pick in this. Let's see if we get any further cooperation. If we understand the feedback on this a little bit better, if we stick a pick in it. So we're going to go for a deepish hook because we know we've got some high lifts in there. Yes, it's a slight 5-degree angle. Which bit? The leashy bit or the pick bit? Which has the 5-degree angle? G'day, GQ man. Good to see ya. That bit or the pick bit? I guess this would be the blade, the tension bit. The shaft. Ah, so this bit. So a 5-degree angle as in, so it would be away, focus. Oh, we got the focus dance on again. There we go. So you're meaning like a 5-degree this way, kind of an angle you're looking at? The blade, yep. Clockwise. Oh, it's actually turned that way. So it's more turned that way. Well, that way, clockwise. Turn that way. Oh, it's got a kink in it. That's what you were meaning to say. It's a kinky Yale. Oh, well that makes it even more interesting, doesn't it? Oh, so it's to get through the paracentric keyway. Ah, as you can't pick up and down. Oh, well that was up there for thinking, wasn't it? So I guess if the Chinese ones don't allow for that angle, then you would need to buy it from where like UK lock pickers or something to get the proper one. Is that what you're saying, Tequila Chinese ones get stuck. Yeah, that's not good. Ah, yes. Okay, buy the fair dinkum ones, not the knockoffs of the Yale. I've also seen the Yale have a, what is it, reverse keyway Yale, but they don't seem as common. Like the locks with reverse Yale keyways don't seem as common as other keyways with the standard Yale keyway. Yeah, this feels just as bad as it did in the Lishi as far as feedback goes. Not really giving me anything. So being a standard pins, I'm not really expecting a whole lot out of it. You just got to keep pushing those pins up until you actually get it to set. Until you get the open. You don't always know when you're going to get the open because you can't feel feedback from it. Wonder if we can rake it. Let's see if we can rake it. We'll do some gentle raking because it is a brand new lock and we don't want to damage the pins. No, the lock does not need lubrication. It's a brand new lock. It's never even had a pick in it before. Well, the pins feel nice. I can feel them while I'm raking. This is good. Trying to be gentle as. Nothing. Oh, doesn't like me. You get that? Some locks are just, they just say no. Which is fair enough. I mean, not every lock likes to be picked on camera. We know that. We don't hold that against them. Just need to stretch my legs. Stand up. My legs actually gone numb. So we'll give it a chance to get its circulation back. Today I saw a massive bike lock wrapped around some big metal gates, and it was the combination lock that they had on it was one of them cheapy plastic Delta locks. I thought, oh my, you paid more for the chain. So let's try and pick, not that one, not that one. We're going to try and pick something from, check this out. It's a very old coping saw. It's got a massively tall coping section. That's what I used. To make some electrical repairs recently to a Dremel where I had to cut some brassy things to solder to other brassy things to make it go. So let's change tact and let's go for a dimple lock. Since pin tumblers do not want to be picked, we'll go for a dimple lock. We'll see if a dimple lock wants to cooperate. G'day Dutch Lockpicker, how's it going? Welcome in. You've got no audio, or I've got no audio. Are you saying I've got no audio? Audio is good. Okay. Alright, so Dutch, if you've got no audio, you will need to refresh your browser. Oh, we've lost a frog. It's already hopped off. Oh, come on. I'm awake. You should be awake. That coffee I had, I didn't realise it would put me to sleep, but it did. Did you get that when you're up early? So let's see which side you want to be picked on. Never know which side to. I guess you put in the side that it's going to fit. And that way you can pick the lock. So I've got some new locks I wanted to show you all. Good. But you can't turn up the audio where you are. No, that's okay. I won't talk too loud. When I'm talking in the lock lab to you all on microphone, I'm actually knock the frog off again. I actually talk louder than I would in normal life. I try and project my voice a little bit so you can hear it. Same as when I'm making videos, when I'm out making videos. Something I learned today about my camera is when I am normal zoom, just a standard distance, is at one volume. When I zoom in to get a close-up on something, the volume goes up. I wouldn't thought that would have done that on a phone. Zooming in makes the volume go higher, which, you know, is a bit weird because you want your audio to stay the same. And my audio on my phone is up on high sensitivity. There's two microphones in it, one on each side of the phone, and it is on high volume, maximum volume. So why it fluctuates, I don't know. So one thing about picking a dimple lock with a dimple pick is it's a new thing. I'm used to picking dimple locks with diamonds. I've picked them with diamonds for a long time now, and I've only recently started pulling out the dimple picks. Aha! Yes, we have an open. So that worked. That's pretty good. Have Sakil Dave says, have the zoom buttons also been set to change volume? I didn't know you could do that. I'll have to check that. It's It's my mate's phone. Gave it to me when my other phone hit the loo on a bad day. New locks in the lab. Let's grab them. Ah. So it's got these. What are they? Akira. I've never heard of this brand. And we get a focus. Never heard of this brand of lock. This is it's a window lock. Okay, it looks like it's maybe a 4-pinner. Archer? No, it's not an Archer. It's Archer. Say with a posh accent. G'day, Dalp. How you going? Have you heard of that brand of a window lock before? Archur. Just got it recently. It's nice and weighty. It's not a placky thing. It's an old thing. It's got some nice detail of some shaping to it instead of just squared off like they usually are. It looks like it's a wafer lock. Let's see how easy it is to pick. Stick a pick in it. Probably not that big. Let's not get greedy and start taking up the whole keyway now. Oh, it is a tiny keyway. Okay. Let's go for something a little bit smaller. Let's go for the crystal pen. Stick a pick in it. Now, which way do the key want to turn? That's always good. Get the orientation correct. That way you're not picking against yourself. Okay, all the way around to the right. So that's locked. No, that's unlocked. Okay. Go around to the right. Pull it out. That's locked, so we have to pick it anti-clockwise. It's always good to know. Stick that in there. Oh, stress. The battery's running low. Did I not plug in the cable? Tracing the cable. Oh no, it's fallen out. Oh great. Nearly lost the computer. There we go. Save the day. All good. All good. Yeah, you would still feel like you've been hit by a train. Dalp's got COVID. He's been kicked out of work. Told to go home. Yes, I'm doing what I don't normally do with wafer locks, and I'm trying to single wafer pin pick it. And I'm trying to pick it clockwise. I just said I had to pick it anti-clockwise. So let's pick it anti-clockwise. The knob's in the way. That'll be right. Okay, let's get a different one. Turn out the top. Okay, that way then. So you'd be in the window like that. Pop you in like that. So you have to pick it sideways like that. If you were doing it in situ. thing with a tension wrench that stays in is always, it's always helpful. Let's see, this way. Right, so counterclockwise, we can go up that way and go down that way. Right, that took away all the keyway. Go that way, go down that way. Nope. Working it out. Go that way, go that way. Yep. Dana Reed's still in the PJs. They don't have to get dressed until the absolutely last minute have to get dressed. That's for sure. McDonald Paul. It's getting closer to 7 a.m. there. Okay, you're off to fix brekkie for the family. Hey, I saw something briefly. I didn't get to look at it, but I saw something briefly. Let me tell you, you've got a new member of the family. I want to hear some more about that new member of the family. GQ Man says it's 7:48 there. Ah, so catching all the Americans. See, now you know what it feels like to be up early doing a live. Like us Aussies have to be. When you guys are doing it at your leisure of a night time, relaxed, end of the day. Well, it's awkward trying to pick on the side, I'll tell you that much. Let's turn it around so it's a little bit more user friendly, because we can, because we're in the lane. Oh, I already had it picked. Okay, there we go. And it is quite stiff, so let's turn it all the way around. Tiny keyway to grab. There we go. We have an open. This is metal too. That's pretty good. You need the key to lock it, I remember. Yes, you do. Right. So that's some beautiful window locks. 3, 2, 1, 3. Yeah, no, the key. No identifier. Oh, yeah. But on the key. Well, that is actually a good looking window lock. So it won't be rusty that side, and it's got a patent number on the back. So that was one window lock I scored. And then I scored a set of 4 of these. Got them for a good price. They all look pretty new. Because they didn't have a key. These are wafer locks. These are a Lockwood. Now these pack of 4 like this goes for over $100. Yeah, window locks, over $100 for 4 of them. You wouldn't think it, would you? But yep, it does. So we don't know which way this one goes either. It could go that way, or it could go that way. So let's go the obvious. Let's go clockwise first. It looks like these have a metal, not brass wafers. There's no cutout, so they are not master pin, master wafer. So these came in the packet with all their bits, except for the key. So my guess is they brought them in a pack of 8 or something, or more, and had 4 left over, and the builders handed them into the restore. Or a Locksporter to come along and find. Yep, another woohoo. Ah, got movement on the core. The big false set if there's such thing as a false set with wafer locks, I don't know, is there? Do wafer locks get false sets? G'day Chris, Saturday morning ramble is up. Head on over to Chris's channel after the live, of course, and check out what the ramble is rambling on about today. Oh, there we go, we have an open. So, we've got there and there and there. Let's see where the what bits come in with it. So, came with the instructions. It's the 880 multi-purpose bolt. So it's got all its bits and bobs except for the key. So you can put it horizontal or vertically. Use your template. Sliding windows, casement and awning windows. Right, very nice. So we've got two size bolts, a little stubby and a long one, a real long one. So I guess that goes in that way or that way. Got a little lid, let's pop its lid. There we go, all the way in, there we go. You got it? You got the screw. Here's the bolt. Alright, let's read the instructions. It's always good. No, it's actually perfect to go through that hole. So that's its orientation. Yep, saying that's the hole. It's supposed to come with two keys, but no keys. Ah, we've got a ball bearing down there. That's always good to see. It's like the ball bearing is stopping some action. Maybe I haven't rotated it far enough. So let's find it. Let's give it another rotation. There we go. That just clicked into place. Nope. Maybe I locked it. Maybe it was unlocked. Maybe I just locked it. Because the ball bearing is not depressing down. So maybe we're going to pick it the other way. Or let's pick it again. And see if they work. They're brand new. Maybe that's why they were handed in. Maybe they don't work. Eddie B! G'day, mate. So, with the memorial locks, we have found out that the 40mm does not support a brass shackle, so we're going for the 45mm lock thing that does support a brass shackle. Which way was I going? Was I going that way? We're going that way? So we're going for the bigger lock. And I like the locked in idea because it's got the Phoenix on it. The Phoenix rising. Parking. Rising from the depths of Parkinson's start to live his best life in the heavenly realms. How's that for some philosophy for you? GQ Man's on the PC now. It's flea market day. Should be good. Blue sky and 62 degrees. So 62 degrees. What's that in Celsius? 20 something? Sounds cold. Robert Patton, welcome in, mate. Good to see you here. We're just playing with some window locks because they're new on the lab. How can I play? They didn't come with keys, so I'm attempting to single wafer pick them. Yes, novel for me, I know. Okay, that moved one rotation. Look, that tension around. Like I've got my catcher drawer out. Around we go. It's a bit jaggedy. It's a bit jaggedy. And we're stuck there again. Okay, is that down yet? The ball bearing? Can we get the little stubby in now? No. Okay. Keep picking it. Picking to our hearts. See what? That is one wicked false set on a wafer lock. Forrest Haney, g'day mate, welcome in. 16 degrees Celsius. Yeah, it was like 15 degrees today. It was 5 degrees this morning when I took the nephew to the airport. Oh, that was a bit nippy, I can tell you that. Got these new things at the airport now, full body scanners. They make everyone go through full body scanners. So of course they pulled me up and gone, what's that there in the middle of your stomach? Said it's my button from the jeans. Oh, we're gonna have to feel that. So we go for it. Have a feel. Enjoy your day. It's still a button. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right to go. So they've got these U-bit scanners, but they can't tell a button's a button. They just come up as this big red mass on my chest, on my belly, and it was like, I've looked at the scanner, I've looked at them and gone, I haven't got anything that big on me. The only thing I can think of is my button. It was like, we'll have to feel you. Yeah, okay, go for it. My nephew's gone through security, he's waiting, he's thinking, Arnie, I thought you took your knives and everything off your belt before you went into the airport. And I did. I removed all my tools, my little pouch with my knives and stuff, and my multi-tool, and I removed my molly bag with my other tools, my screwdrivers and my ratchet screwdrivers in it, and my pliers. I left all of that in the car. So when they pulled me up for something, I was like, surely I don't have anything else left on me. I walked in there feeling half naked without all my tools. Don't like walking around without my EDC kit. But one thing they did not pull me up about was my bracelet. So it was like, okay, you're after my belly. No, I have no metal implants. Okay, why is that stuck in that position? Wedge in the corner. Get out of there. Okay, let's go up to the top with the keyway. "23 degrees in the Netherlands." G'day, Zeph. Hey, Pocket Woman, what did you think of the new competitor of the Flipper Zero? Oh, it's a competitor. I thought it was an upgrade. I thought it was the next model out. So it's not a Flipper Zero, it's a competitor. Ah, I thought it looked rather cool. Yeah, have you seen that? The competitor to the Flipper Zero is out now. What's the name of it again, Zep? I'll tell Doubt in the chat. And apparently it's got some different features, or some more features to the Flipper Zero. 37 degrees on Monday. Oh, you're getting a bit of a heat wave over there in Europe. So this is on its move. There we go. We move. Oh, we're stuck on the little. We're stuck on the little hat. Tuck its hat in. Give it a turn. Oh, yeah, okay. It doesn't like not having a key. Alright, that's that ball bearing gone down its little hatch. You mongrel. What the? Yeah, the ball bearing has gone right down into its little hatch. Why isn't that fitting in? Oh, you gotta shove it. Oh yeah, you gotta shove it. Of course you've got to shove it. Yeah, why make them easy? You know, like you really want to pull them off the window, be able to get them in. Oh, that's what you want to be able to do. How's that? Well, that's what they look like. The Lockwood 88. What is it? The 880. 880 multi-purpose bolt. Multi-purpose because you can pick it again and again to get it to move. So it comes with all the bits and bobs. The lady who sold it to me, she said, "Oh, I've got to charge you a bit for them because, you know, they're new and they're, you know." And I said, "Well, only a Locksport will buy them because they've got no keys. And for, you know, a locksmith to key them up, they could all be different. We don't know. You'd have to check them. They charge you a bit." And so she's gone, "Okay, $5. Suits me. Bit of fun. They're always a bit of fun." I have a whole box of window locks. I have been collecting window locks. So all the different kinds out there. And that's the more modern version. Well, it's sticky. It's stuck. But you get that. So now we're going to have a bite at some old locks. This is the old 573 series. This is the deadbolt one. I made a key for this one. It works on occasion. it was hand filed. It was long before I got a leashy. Yeah, Zep wants me to hit him up to do a review on the new competitor to the leashy. It's not to the leashy, to the Zero, the Zero. Reckons if I get one, do a review, they'll give me a free one, and then I can give it to them. I don't think it works that way, mate. Okay, we're gonna look. This has been a long time since this kitty's had a shot. Do you want to work? Do you not want to work? Did you only work in one side? Did I only get you to work on one side? Yeah, I did. Nice. How good was my filing skills? Yeah, not the best. Come on. Work for me. Or have I already got it in the right lot? Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Just needed to be pulled out and reset. Yep, saying, and yeah, the Flipper Zero can open a Sentry safe, and I have a microchip that does the exact same thing as the Flipper Zero does. Ah. What sort of microchip does that? Because I wouldn't mind having one of those. Seth says, well, with my financial abilities, I will never be able to get one, so it might be only my chance. I totally agree. That's why we're always trying to win stuff from the Locksport community, because we can't afford to buy it. So this is the 570 oval, 573 double. Let's have a look at these. How they used to flop them off back in the day. We'll get all official and sit down for this one. Get the library out without spilling the pinning kit sitting on top of it is always good. There we go. Ah, the library. The resource library. Okay. So we've got a key book. Keys. Lovely keys. And this is what we're after. This is the mortise cylinder. This is what we just looked at. Was this one here. They call it the 573. Well, it's the whole 570 series, which is why it's the 570 oval with the lock up. There it is. It's the 570 oval, and it's the whole range is the 570 series. Yeah, the locksmith's right on at 573, 504. That's just their identifier. But the actual book says that particular one. Got a little ball bearing at the end there, by the look of it, for drill protection. Is this one here? It's the 571. Deadlocking functions, 19mm projection rectangular bolts that are deadlocked by various combinations of cylinders and turn knobs. Turn to page 7.5. Delp says the microchip is made by a guy in the USA, and you plug it into the back of a Sentry safe pad and it runs the code the same as the Flipper Zero does. Is that the one that Board Lockpicker, his mate, does? Steph says they haven't released it yet. Still, odds are they are going to have a bunch of YouTubers make videos of them. They are. Yes, Steph said that it cost about $160. So I'm thinking that was American dollars because the Flipper Zero cost 300 Australian. 7.5. Okay. So this is the one, except it doesn't have the ball bearing at the front. So I'm thinking it is possibly a newer version, unless there's another one with that ball bearing on the front. Because we have definitely got that there. And there's definitely not one on the picture. But this is an old. Right, it can be key to life, master key, grandmaster key, mason key, construction key in the Lockwood 5 or 6 or a V7 pin system. Standard finishes: bright chrome, satin chrome, Florentine bronze or polished brass. So what do you call this one? Mustard yellow. So the book, it's new. This lock is older than the book. So these are the older ones. The more newer ones are actually the colour they said. One moment please. I shall check the archive. That's the colour they're meaning. So this is the more modern version of that. As you can see, it's got the Asa Abloy written all over it. This one has the escape and lockable function on it. Warning, this setting is not for the escape side. It's another one. So the mustard colour ones are the older ones. And this one, because it's got that function there, is not on the front page. Let's have a look. Oh, there's lots of them. We've got the night latches. We've got the deadlocks. The vestibule locks. The sliding door ones. Combination latches and the combination locking latches, and then we've got the hotel motel latches. Wow, there's the 575s, the 574s, the 573s, the 572s, the 571s, and the 570s. So that explains why that one has a 573 written on it. So if we go to the one we have, which is the 573-504, 573-504, that one there, it looks nothing like the picture, but it does say it's reversible. So let's continue our peruse through the catalog. G'day Ryan Fitz. It's morning. Yes, it is. GitHub is where you can download the code. Flippers are good if it's something you'd use all the time, otherwise it's not worth it. A lot of people have got one and use it a little, then collect dust. Well, they can always sell it to me at a reduced price, of course. I would give it some use. I would learn how to use it. So we're still seeing if we can find the one with the ball bearing in its nose. It's like it's got a little bit of a nose ring. We've got a passage latch, a privacy latch, a knob locking latch, a glass door locking latch, a tubular latch. So they can come with different latches. We also have a locking latch, a glass door locking latch, a secondary door locking latch, a secondary door locking latch, and a lock-up shop glass door locking latch. Well, you wouldn't want to have to be the salesman going through that lot all the time, would you? So we've got the 76, which is the hotel dead latch. It comes with a little arrow and a dot. So the dot is the thing. A dead latch lock set function developed for hotels and motels to provide a privacy lockout feature to protect the property and privacy of guests. When necessary, management may also apply the lockout using an emergency key from the outside. The bolt is a dead latch. You can also pin it to 5, 6 or a V7 series. Interesting. I've never come across a 570 oval with the hotel one before. So that's one to add to the collection. The one with that feature. And that's the operation lockout feature. It's just a turn your on the outside and the inside. So turn with the key. Clockwise and anti-clockwise. And you've got a inside just a what do you call that, knob, a little knob. So we are still looking for the one we have. The round cylinders, the holdback cylinders. So that's the back on them. Extended cylinders. So the extended cylinders would be the longer ones than the standard 570s. So they're usually called the 590s. And we have an installation complete. And that's our scutcheons. Why do they call them escutcheons? Why don't they call them a word that you can actually pronounce in a hurry? be good. And that's our turn nibs. Knobs, nibs, knobs. Knobby nibs. Our round brass escutcheons. With our nibs, our knobs. And our round aluminium escutcheons. So we have probably all of those. Knocking cables, flickering lights. So we have a whole series of these. That's butter in it. Cranky Lock is giving me this with a dead spider in it. You'd think you'd clean the locks before you flicked them my way, wouldn't you? That thing's got lead going everywhere. Spiders are free, yes, I know. That's just a carcass. I mean, that's not even a spider that can do things for them. So we have one of these with the handles on back to front. Spin it around. It was easy to put it in the drawer like that. But that's just the standard latch. And another big one. And this has the, it's called hammer tone finish. So that's the mustardy, and that's also a mustardy, but it's a different paint finish, sort of an enamely hammer tone paint. And this is the one that was in the book. It doesn't have the little, call it ball bearing, or call it a jaw protection. Slightly different. One bolt slightly fraction of a millimeter longer. This is in a gold finish, so this would be their, that would be their brass color finish, opposed to their mustard color finish. And these have a faceplate like that, but different. Goes on the face of that, screws in there, and then you take that faceplate off, get access to these two little screws, undo those two little screws, they're about that long, and they hold in the oval. One holds in one side and one holds in the other side. But yeah, that's the 571. And let's see if they've actually correctly identified it as a 571. And yes, they have. So this is the older one. So this would be their polished brass. But as you can see, it's scratched It's just painted brass. It's not brass. Speaking of brass, let's put these back. They're back. Speaking of polished brass, I come across something I thought was a bit of a rip. I think it's a bit of false advertising. I was working on the master lock. These locks are pretty dirty. Combination lock. So I have one of these. Who I thought was brass. I had two of them. One was stuck. So I was trying to free it up. First of all, I tried to unscrew this, and all it did was eat it. So I filed it into a nut shape, and then as I was filing, I went, hang on, what's going on there? And I folded a bit more, and then I folded it some more and went, you're not brass, you're fake. That's fake. That is not brass. So they sell these as brass locks. At best, it's slightly brazed. Brass brazing, maybe, they would call it. But that is not a solid brass lock. And you can tell it now by the way it feels. That's a solid brass lock. It's heavy. This is a solid brass lock. Very heavy. The two of these together would not even weigh one of those. But I always thought these were brass. If I actually paid for this and then had it bolt and then tried to fix it and then discovered it was not brass, I would not be impressed. So yeah, these feel like aluminium, maybe thin metal, shiny enough to be an aluminium. The heaviest part, I would say, is the shackle. Maybe the dials. The dials, they are brass. They're good colour to this, and they don't scratch to a thingo. So I was not impressed. So even after I managed to get this, because this was stuck around there, so even after I managed to get this back to this sort of position, I still can't get it to do it when it's lifted up and turned. It can do it when I push down and turn, but it won't do it. So I don't know what's wrong with it, and I've struggled to get this off. It's one of those. It should just unscrew, but it's not. I can even see the thread on it down there, but it's not unscrewing. Everything I tried just chewed that up, something from it. I thought, so I followed it to the shape of a nut, and it keeps dripping. So I keep filing it, and it's getting thinner and thinner. So eventually I'll end up filing the whole nut thing off, and left with a nut stuck in it with a shackle. So does anyone know what else I can do to try and get that to accept the new numbers? To turn that. But now that I know it's not brass, it's just a cheapie, but it's not cheap. These are like worth $30 or something at our big green store. Plated, yes, not like not even a plated. Coating's thinner than a plating. I'd say it's like a brazing, where like when you heat it up and you get like a brass little spinny wheel, like a brass wire wheel. You heat up an object, get a brass wire wheel over the top, and that brass then transfers to the metal. Frozen. So that's what I call it anyway. So very disappointed that this has turned out to be. Oh, well, I guess I should be so disappointed. Master Lock's turned out to be a crap lock. I mean, wow, who'd have thunk it? Anyone else surprised? Get a smaller one of these on your work locker. Yours is Popular Mechanics and not a Master Lock. That's probably better off. But you'll notice that when this, well, I tried to decode this. I couldn't decode it. Well, I thought I could decode it, but it wasn't doing it. I'm not surprised because it's stuck. But I could get it to some certain numbers, and then they would turn. They would engage, and every time I wiggled the shackle, those two bottom ones, wheels would move. So we cut the thing open. So we just cut the thing down the guts there. Should we? Do you want to get destructive? Should we get destructive and alive? I'm feeling a bit destructive. But lock abuse for the sake of lock abuse instead of science is not good, so let's just put it into a science perspective. If we were to cut this open down here, we would be able to examine the wheels and work out why the thing stuck in the first place. Technically, that is lock science. What say the chat? You want to do some lock science? Because this thing isn't coming off like that. I've lost all the meat to it. Unless it's reverse thread and I've been trying to get it off the wrong way. Does anyone know? Is it reverse thread? Oh, just knocked over me tool thing. Oh, try and destroy the lab while we're looking for tools. That seems very good. Just rest it. Where's me? Not in here. Huh. Well, I won't be able to do it because the tool's not in there. And not living where it should be living. Oh, well, I guess we can put a saw to it. So the only brass things I can see are the little, in here are the little ball bearing things that make you feel like you've turned it, that engage in these divots. We might just explode this completely on another live. We'll find a way. We'll find a way in. So yeah, completely disappointed to find these aren't actually brass, ripped off. So that was an experiment that I thought would be easy, undo the nut, the whole guts would come out, the wheels would separate. I'd be able to find out what was wrong. I'd be able to screw the thing back on, put it all back together, and have a functioning lock. But no. Master lock, once again, you've not impressed by not impressing. This I still haven't been able to date. Nice and weighty, beautiful look. Oh, just got the droppies. Beautiful looking lock. Anyone knows what the date of this is, what model it is? It's probably their fast line. Looks like a fast lock. It is a Lockwood. It's a beauty. The Art Deco lock. We also have some other catalogues here. Talking about the 530 oval series, which is what is oval offsets. 530 series is what is in these sort of blocks. That's 530 as opposed to the 570, which is in the ovals. So the knob sets, lever sets have all got the 530 in them. So you can get them fire doors, you can get them fire rated, rebated. You got entrance. The 529 is the entrance set escape passage set. Also lots of room here to play with catalogues. So the 529 is the entrance set escape function. The 531 is the passage set. 530 is the entrance set. 532 is the privacy set. But they all have the 530. Kicking them. 533 is the patio. 534 is the glass door. 535 is the dummy. 536 is the escape. 537 is the locking closet half set. 538 is the escape set. 539 is the closet half set. The 500 series with the decorative rim. So we've got all the bits, the long lip stripe, the installation jig. They like their installation jigs, don't they? It's more money spent. Rebated latches, rebated plain latch, conversion kits, tubular latches. And that's your Lockwood after they've become abloy. So the 5 series oval and 530 series oval kick and the 530 series offset kick. So they don't call it a lever, they call it an offset. Interesting. What other little ones do we have here? There is that one I showed you. There it is. It's the Lockwood Synergy, the 3572 with a spider. It's got a vestibule function, operated by key or handle outside or by turnsnib key or handle inside. Can be set to escape or lockable function on either side of the lock. There's that little thing there. Escape or not. It's supplied without the cylinder, and it's a satin finish. So these are all old prices. Well, old prices, you can double these prices these days. You don't get the handle, you don't get the lock. You have to buy all of that separate. And then you've also got the universal primary lock back set, which is this one here. It's also got the little bits you can, for this bit here, that's for the turn snib, that's for the oval, and that's for the latch, not the latch, what do you call it, the handle. So that's what that one is. So 3572. So with the modern stuff, you'll notice with Lockwood, they've added a 3 in front of it. So like these ones, were 571, 572, 573, then now the 3, 5, 72, 3, 5, 71, and so on. The more modern ones, they just updated it with S alloy and they stuck a 3 in front of it. Same as what they did with the puppy. Same as what they did with the 234s. They are now the 334s. So the 334s, which is this range here, which you get in brass, or the chrome one that's this one, they're all 2s. Now they just turned it to 3s. G'day Stu, how you going mate? You got a stack of what? You got mail day. Hey, we've got mail to check out today. Oh yes we have. Mail day indeed. Thanks for reminding me. I got involved with the locks and the catalogues. I forgot we've got mail. So we shall pack away that. So another one of those. Pack away the locks. We'll just chuck them, we'll stack them away neatly again later. Because if we don't stack stuff away neatly, then we can't pile other neat stuff on top of it later. So we have a range of new and old catalogues that we'll go through on the Locksport Hangouts as we're doing overnight time. Pack all this away. Take if you hear a bang in the background, you'll know they've all just fallen off. Hey puppy, how you going? Yeah, no, I can't give you another treat. I've already given you 2 treats. You've already had 2. I know. Ripped off, eh? Only 2 treats in one night. Total rip off. I'll sort these bits out later. Just been moved off my desk. Right. Lockmail time. Let's move that down there. Move that picks out the way. Tension is conveyed there. The issues are there. Call in the mail. Now, this mail got here because it didn't rely on Australia Post to send it from overseas, did it? It came from overseas, which meant Australia Post delivered it. Whereas if you rely on Australia Post to deliver your international package overseas, yes, I'm not going to let them forget it. They lost my first challenge lock to LPD. Australia Post, you're never going to live it down. And no, I'm not going to let you forget it. I will mention it as much as I want, as often as I want. Because no, I'm never going to get over it that you lost my first challenge lock. Which I think is fair enough. You shouldn't let them live it down. Let's do what we usually do. Grab the tape. Cover up all the important information so we don't inadvertently dox anyone, including myself. There they put the addresses enough times on this one. Yeah. I'll have to cut through tape just to get to the package. Okay, GQ man, hope you score some good finds at the flea market, mate. Last time you went there, you scored good. We'll find out on Lady Locks and I are going to be doing a live stream in the picking time slot, which I think is under 12 hours time, I think. Yep. I think it's at, I don't know, 5:30 in the morning my time or something. Don't have my blades. We'll go for this one. So we shall find out then what you scored. Lockmail. Sharp blade wouldn't go astray. Alright. We know what that is. G'day, still kicking. How you going? You're barely able to watch near miss with a tornado. Oh, mate. Last night, again, took your power, took your Wi-Fi. What a mess. Oh, hopefully your neighbours and stuff are doing good. Jeez. Your tornado is there. That's scary. Really scary. So, in here we shall have... So, I guess the live is on during your day, because you've only just started your day there, so it'll be later on this afternoon, your time, and it'll be in the early hours tomorrow morning, my time, and we shall see you all there. Another opportunity to hang out. We're doing a combined Locksport Hangout and Lady Locksport Weekly. Look at these beauties. Oh yes. Oh, even made a special card. A special card for the challenge lock. Look at that, look at that. Locksport challenge locks. This is the Aussie challenge lock. This is the one that's come to Australia. John Holistic has made challenge locks for every country doing Locksport to receive one of John Holistic's challenge locks. Oh my, isn't that a beauty with the pip? Haha, that is beautiful. Oh wow, and the sticker, got the sticker. Cool. Now, of course, these were made by Party. And this is the challenge lock. Pretty specially put it in a purple box. Woohoo! Ho ho ho! Oh yes. Oh, this is a 3D printed box with his name on it. Oh, very flash. Look how it extrudes. Sagittarius. It's a party lock. It likes to party. 7/28/24, so it'll be the 28th of July. Oh, this is beautiful. It's black and purple, same colour as the set. How cool is this? I didn't know you did 3D printing. Wow. Oh, very nice. Oh, this is nice. In a protective little bed. Made it safe, John. A protective little bed tucked away in there. Ooh, that's a big kick cylinder. Oh my god, it's a beast. Have a look at that engraving. How deep it is. That's the Sag. Wow. What sort of cylinder is that? Is that out of a... That's weightier than... That weighs heavier than the Master Lock. Track lock. It's like double the weight of that. It's got John Holistic on the back. John Holistic on the front with the Sag. Oh, it's all grubbed up too. Gutting delight. No gutting disasters here when we've got the grub screws. Very nice. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, very nice. Textured Can you see the texture on that? Zeph says, just think of everyone at DEF CON playing lock picker cards and using lock picker poker chips. Yes, lock picker. Wow, this is interesting. Rear end here. I'm going to do my picks again. Where'd I put them? Over here. Alright. Put the picks out. Need a pointy tool. Here we go. So this is interesting. So that's not a screw bit. That's to do with this limiter. Or is this? This is big. I'm thinking this is a SFIC. Would I? No, LFIC. Would this be an LFIC? Because it's got this. This tells me it gets retained in the core, in the, not the core, the housing of the lock. It would have a control and a operating key. I'm thinking this is big. I've never seen one this big before. It's got to be an LFIC. Large format, interchangeable core. And those pins are on their side. They're sitting sideways like that. And I can see that both pins already got some alien tech going onto it. Oh my. Right. Let's take a pick in it. Let's see what it feels like. Oh, just lost the tension. I hit the deck. You'd think a tension would just be sitting on top since I just chucked him in on top, wouldn't you? How the tensioners always end up at the bottom of the pick case. Oh, John, you have excelled yourself on this one, mate. And this one doesn't fit. See how many of these we can go through before we find one that does fit. Alright, why don't we just change the style, because obviously it doesn't want that style of tensioner. Let's just go for you. Oh, wow. Oh, look at that. Working up. What a picking it. Yeah, I'd like to know where your challenge lock is now too, LPD. That obviously didn't return it because they've had plenty of time to send it back to the post office and say, oh, it doesn't actually belong to me. Not to mention your challenge lock, but the other locks I put in the package. Yeah. You know, the surprises I sent. Not to mention the Aussie souvenirs I put in there as well. So it's not just the lock they lost, not just the challenge lock. Ooh. Feels nice. You're angry with the Postal Service LPD. I'm never going to let them forget it. I'm still too angry to actually fill in the form they sent me to get a reimbursement on my postage. Lockpicking engineer. Didn't even know you were in, mate. Welcome and good night. Oh, it's 10:30. Oh, okay. How long will be on? 2 hours. I'm gonna have a little feel around in this new challenge lock. So this John Holistic challenge lock, it will be going out into the Aussie community. Ooh, fault set. I wouldn't have mind them losing my challenge lock if it was like my 200th one or something. It's my first. But I do mind them losing all the other locks that went with it. And the souvenirs. Because they were one-off I found in my travels. They can't be found again. Well, this is a gnarly keyway, having to go like in and then slightly around. Like this is like a Yale style keyway, but it's harder than a Yale style keyway. It's the wording's sharper and comes further over onto the pins. I have to locate my little clamp out of the car and put it in the clamp to pick it for the live stream that's coming up later on today. This feels, ooh, false set again. Deeper false set. Now, I think it would be a bit ambitious to think that I'm going to pick this right here and now. I'm just having a feel around, getting my picking excitement juices flowing here. This lock will require its own video so that when I do get the open, I can gut it with those beautiful little grub screws. And here's a out the pack little poke around. I'm not actually going to look at the key just yet either. Wow, it's quite a keyway to navigate. It's a thin one. One of those ones. Let's go for a thin. This is a beautiful lock you have created, John. Thank you so much for giving me the privilege of picking your Aussie challenge lock. Sagittarius. And that box you created is just beautiful. There's something going on in the middle of that lock. Whoa, yeah. Oh, this is going to be a lot of fun. Alright, my leg has gone numb again. I'm going to have to adjust. I'm going to have to lay flat now. I've given my back enough to do. So I'm going to say thank you very much, John. Holistic, this is awesome. Thank you very much for the pick a chip. Oh, it's a beauty. It's a parky design. Thanks for joining me, everyone, on Locksport Hangout once again. Remember, we'll be on again shortly. I don't know what time Lady Locks is putting it on for, but we'll be back later on today or later on this morning. Depends on where you are in the world. Probably on about an hour after Lock Force is on. SE Lock and Key, Jason. Try and stay away from that one. And stay away from the next live, my own live coming up. So it'll be Locksport Hangout and Locksport Weekly combined. Another opportunity for the community to hang together, to talk parky, to celebrate all things parky, pick some locks, show some locks, have a gentle chit chat, enjoy each other's company. Dana Reed, awesome sister, you could make it. Now I know what time I need to put a live on to get you up and ready to start the day. I know you'll be there for Jason's live, but maybe not today. If you're gonna hit the campsite, I'll let them know. You're off doing better things outside. Zeph, LPD, Dana, G Keyman, Dutch lockpicking engineer, Charles Watt, C2 still kicking, not too dead. Ryan Fitz. Who else have we had in? Tequila Dave. Greg Chevalier. Chevy, when did you come in, mate? I was doing one at a reasonable time for the Aussies. Tequila Dave. Dap was here. Who else? Scrolling back. I think I've covered everyone who rocked up today. G. Kimman, I've got you, I'm pretty sure. Elijah. Eddie B. Chris Capoon and Slinky. Don't forget to watch Chris's Ramble, that'll be on after this. McDonald Paul, Elijah, we got you down, yep. Scrolling. Lockheed. Nick's Pigs was here. We'll definitely be doing a lever lock picking session. DIY DM was called in. Who was that? Dynamite. Dynamic. That's it, Dynamic. And I think we have covered everyone who came into the stream today. Yes, we are back to the top of the chat. Okay, everyone. Thanks for watching. Oh, you've been on the lathe, Chevy. Good, making pick handles, I'm sure. Yin Yet, g'day Yin Yet. Didn't know you were there. Isamo Shushi, g'day mate. We're just about to finish off. I need to see if I can get some sleep before the next live, which will be on very shortly in the morning, our time, which will be in the normal picking time slot after SE Lock and Keys Lock Force, which is on shortly in a few hours, and it'll be a combined hangout and weekly Locksport with Lady Locks and myself and whoever else would like to join us on panel and in the chat. Stay legal, everyone. Temptation is everywhere.